What is going on, everybody? We're about to kick off JBuck Live. Give me a hot second while I set everything up because there's stuff I got to set up, obviously. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good time. Hopefully you can hear me. What is going on? Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Let's kick into it, people. And here we go. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios. JBuck Live, the new setup, the nice glow. It's pink. We're talking about movies. What is going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone is having a good time, having a good night, chilling, doing their thing. We got some people over on TikTok. We got some people over on YouTube's. What is going on? Again, as you see the title, we got a whole lot of trailers to talk about this week. We got Loki, Space Jam, Black Widow, Spiral, and so many more. There was a few more that dropped today, kind of smaller name movies and whatnot that I didn't even get to. But whew, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. I'm going to be honest, during this episode, we're just basically going to talk about a few things, whatever you guys in the chat on TikTok or here on YouTube want to talk about, obviously trailers and whatnot, but I'm going to do it the way that I, kind of a switch up of the show, and I'm going to be playing some video games while we're talking about it. So I'm going to probably fire up some Fall Guys or something like that, and we can play that while talking about movies and everything like that. But how has everyone's week been? Honestly, it's felt like the longest week ever, in my opinion. I feel like from last week to this week, it's been forever. Everyone on TikTok, hopefully you guys are doing well as well. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just repeating myself. Let's see. Who do we have here in the chat? We have gaming theories and unboxings. What's going on, gaming theories? We got Seth. We got Mr. I-100. What is going on, Mr. I-100? Patrick Burrow. Hey, Jared, man. Hope you're doing well. Can't stick around on an intermission on my Walking Dead stream. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Well, Patrick, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much. We got Art in the house. What is going on, Art? Mario Kart and Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Yeah, Seth, jump in if you want to play. I will not probably be talking to you. I don't have my headphones and all that set up, but if you want to play a game, jump over there and send me an invite, and we can Fall Guys it up while talking about some movies and stuff like that. But my week, I guess, just talking about what I have been up to and whatnot is, last week I had kind of mentioned. Actually, no, last week I didn't mention. This didn't happen last week. I unfortunately had some bad news. My grandfather had passed away. Again, I'm okay. Everything, we had the funeral and burial and everything today. Bittersweet, but, obviously everyone has that happen and stuff. So really this week hasn't been the most, crazy cool for myself. There was some, I had to go home, be with family, but it was nice because you could see family, see a lot of relatives and stuff we hadn't seen in a long time, talk about all of that and whatnot. So, I'm glad to be here because this is going to, one, be a nice distraction, but obviously keep my brain off of everything that has been going on, and we could talk about movies and everything like that. We got a few people, Isa Fortnite Fernandez on TikTok. What is going on, Fernandez? But yeah, that's kind of what has been going on. I think movies, though, I'm trying to get back into the groove of, again, hey, thank you so much for the follow. More content on TikTok, more content on YouTube, movies, and then it's funny because next week I'm going on vacation, so what's his name? Nolan. Hey, thank you so much for the presents over on TikTok. Thank you so much. Barca Jose 95. Thank you so much. But next week, half the week I will be on vacation, but I think I will be on location with NPA. Nolan, he has been on this channel, so we will probably be doing JBuck Live together, probably having more of a conversation-based thing that week or next week with him. But otherwise, just kind of the normal content and whatnot here on the channel and whatnot. You know, working on new things. Always, I don't know. I feel like I'm always saying that I'm working on a bunch of stuff, but I'm always running around like a chicken with my head cut off, you know. But I guess I'm curious, what has everyone been watching this week? For myself, I did get a couple Netflix screeners. I can't talk about them I can't talk about the movies yet, but I did watch the new Melissa McCarthy, Octavia Spencer film, Thunder Force. I was able to see that last night. I can't talk about it yet, but it should be fun. Should be some good stuff. Patrick is saying, sorry for your loss. My thoughts and prayers. Well, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been just basically my therapy to essentially get over that stuff and whatnot is to be busy, just be very busy. So literally the second I got home, started making more TikToks. Then obviously here I'm live on TikTok and then live on YouTube. And then after this, I'm making a few more videos and stuff like that. So yeah, good stuff. But like I said, if you guys have any topics you guys want to talk about, let me know. I'm going to be doing a little bit of crazy stuff. And again, people on TikTok, hey, Marty, hello from New Zealand. Well, Marty, what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And again, people on TikTok, if you want to see more of this visually appealing stream, you can jump over to my YouTube channel, which is my link in the bio, and I'm going to be playing some Fall Guys while talking about these movie trailers and movie news and everything that's been going on. It's crazy. JB looking all pink. You got to check out the We Work documentary on Hulu, making a 40, oh my gosh, I'm having a $44 billion company and wrecking it all. Oh shit, man. That sounds cool. Definitely gonna have to check out that. Cody, did that happen? Did that come out this week? Let me know if it when that one dropped, but I'm gonna switch this up. Hopefully you guys can see me still and you can hear me, and I again am playing some Fall Guys with Seth Ott in the chat and everything like that. And then people on TikTok, if you guys want to watch the stream, be sure to jump over to my YouTube in the bio. But we're going to be playing some Fall Guys, but I also want to talk about all of these trailers because there was a lot of stuff that dropped essentially this last weekend. I mean, we got the Suicide Squad trailer, the fun one, the kind of jokey fun one and whatnot. But then in the theaters, I guess with all the people going and seeing Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong and a few other movies this weekend, they dropped another theatrical trailer for the Suicide Squad. And honestly, that trailer, the one that isn't like the jokey fun one, the one that they released in the theatrical version that they actually did drop online after the fact, that one is so much better at capturing what I want in this movie. It's weird because, again, the Suicide Squad, James Gunn, you want it to be fun and goofy and whatnot, which the first trailer is. But this second one has like a tone. It's jumping in and kind of showing each of these characters and what they are and what they do, and also showing the wacky, crazy characters of like Nathan Fillion's character. I think he's called the No Arm Boy, and like you can see him and his arms are literally detached from his body in that trailer. So like, I don't know, I think it's nice that we got the Red Band one. I think that they were really pleased with that one, and we're kind of showing off like, hey, DC, we can have fun and everything like that. But surprisingly, I think the not necessarily darker tone, but the more serious tone for that one hit harder for myself. I'm curious if you guys have seen both of those trailers and whatnot. And also people that are joining live on YouTube. We are playing Fall Guys right now. Basically, this is like a Wipeout style video game. You have to get to the end, and it's kind of a battle, not necessarily a battle royale, but whoever is the last one standing gets a crown. And this is currently Slime Climb, and I am not good at this next part, especially when I'm trying to do a live show while trying to run amok in these shenanigans. But what is going on? Cody is saying my theater opens up 4/24, and he's about to get the movie goodness again. I'm curious, yeah, how many other people out there have not had kind of that theatrical experience recently? My theater, I've been very lucky because there's about 4 different chains that are where I live, and each one of them has had their ups and downs. There's been one that's pretty close to me that has remained open the whole time, which, you know, is awesome. Oh, God, there we go. No, not the cake pops! Oh, no. But I'm ready to get back out to the movie theater, essentially. I was going to go out and see Kong vs. Godzilla, or Godzilla vs. Kong. I keep messing up that name. But the thing is, I was able to get an early screener for that, so I just didn't go out and get that one. All right, we qualified, people. Dan is saying, dude, this ain't Quiplash. No, Dan, no. We're switching up. I think Quiplash next week. We're going to do, I think, the game night with Quiplash and everything like that. Jordan Hansen is in the chat. What is going on, Jordan? Thank you so much. Dylan Potter, love your videos. Thank you, Dylan. How do you connect all of the audio to your phone? Jonathan, I do not know. Are you trying to say all of the video game audio as well? Right now, I'm just kind of talking out loud to you guys and talking to everyone on YouTube as well. And then we got Logan in here. Logan Lavin, what is going on, Logan? Thank you so much, everyone, for jumping in here and hanging out with us. Again, if you want to watch me horribly play video games while talking about movie trailers, you can jump over to my YouTube as well. But let's see. Cody said I watched it Saturday, but I don't actually know when it dropped. Sorry, man. I have us in a special game mode. Oh, Seth is just ruining this stream. Look at Seth just ruining it for us. Mr. I-100, I have seen both and agree the second trailer is way better. So apparently this method or this mode that Seth put us in, we have to keep playing Slime Climb over and over and over. So this is everyone give an F in the chat to Seth because he messed this up for all of us. But yeah, it sounds like some people are having a lot more fun with that second trailer, or not more fun, more serious toned and whatnot. So yeah, that's some good stuff. That's the Suicide Squad, and that's a little bit over a week. I think we kind of touched on it a little bit last week. So that's not necessarily new. Like the new stuff is like Loki. Honestly, I want to talk about Loki first because that trailer popped off, was it yesterday morning? And out of WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I, for some reason, was so, like, out of those 3, I was most excited for Loki. Just because the hearing what it was, where he's traveling through time, all of these different, like, dimensions and stuff. And the first trailer really got me on board for that. And then this second one, damn it. This second one, I'm completely sold on this show. And I don't know whether it's the weird lore that they're going to go into, the different dimensions, and seeing, like, essentially alternate realities of the MCU and whatnot. I think another reason is I haven't been the highest on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I know some people are loving it. That's great. For myself, I think I again have kind of been a little bit middle of the road for myself. I don't know. I think Loki, though, is going to capture everything I want in the MCU. Kind of a mixture of this different dimensions, traveling through time, all of this stuff, but with those theories and weird kind of connections and whatnot, and trying to figure out what is going on with everything in the world, kind of like what WandaVision was, because that was a thing that started off. The video game is sucking up all of your juice, Jared. Oh no. Oh no, is it Art? Is it running slow? Because over on my side, it's looking like we got green bars all the way across. So hopefully, green bars are going there. Where you find the movie, Lil Locksta, what are you asking? What are you asking there? Loki, bro, freaking out about Loki, but Falcon Winter Soldier is dope. Yep. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. The immense disappointment of Falcon Winter Soldier, endless exposition. Yeah, Dan, I know. You are the person that has been very vocal on my timeline of not necessarily a distaste for it, but just it's not working for you. And as the episodes continue, that's exactly kind of how I'm feeling. There's bits and pieces that I'm liking, and I think the pieces that I'm liking are not what necessarily they're wanting to go for, like the club scene, like Madripoor. Give me a whole series of just the underbelly kind of John Wick type people that live in Madripoor. Like, that is what I want to see, because that was cool and fun and whatnot. But with them kind of not exactly explaining, but the Flag Smashers, they're supposed to be one of the big bads of this series, and we don't really know much of anything of what they're trying to do. We know Carly is the head honcho. They all took the superhero or super soldier serum. They have superpowers, and they want the world to go back to the way it was. Okay, we lost. Thanks, Seth. Thanks, Seth. Put us in a good game mode this time. But what that group, the Flag Smashers, apparently want is world peace, like food, supplies, and everything for the people that are in need. And now with everyone coming back into the fold after the blip, it goes back to the normal, how it was before, where everything's kind of a shortage. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if someone else is like completely on the opposite side and absolutely loving Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like absolutely eating it up. Let me hear from you all, because I'm just. Dan is by far the lowest of people I know watching the show and whatnot, and I'm kind of middle of the road. Henry, what is going on, Henry, over on TikTok? Thank you so much. Dylan Potter, answer, what is your favorite Harry Potter movie? My favorite Harry Potter movie is Goblet of Fire. I just like it because it's weird, and they're doing all these different challenges and the underwater scenes. I don't know. I just kind of like the game aesthetic to it and everything. I know everyone really, really, really likes Prisoner of Azkaban, and I need to give that one a little bit more of a shot because I have only watched that one actually once. I've only watched that film all the way through once. Dude, seen the action of Marvel movie again after watching WandaVision. Yeah, so again, some people are really liking the action of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I think that with them trying to explain exactly what is going on, that's the tough part of the show. And with 6 episodes, I mean, we're 3 episodes in, and it's kind of like, okay, where's this going to lead? We're going to find out probably who the power broker is, which I have a few theories of who the power broker is. I'm curious if you guys might have a theory or two of who this so-called head honcho power broker in the MCU is, because oh my gosh, get up, little dude. There we go. Haha, totally. I'm just not bothering with it this week. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, like, I'm still staying up till 2 a.m. essentially to watch it and whatnot because of spoilers. I don't want anyone to spoil because surprisingly, get out of here, Seth. Surprisingly, some people, the quality of the stream is going down. Well, gaming theories, you gotta get more. You gotta get some better internets because it's looking like green bars all the way over here. It's definitely Carter. Okay, so some people are saying the power broker is Sharon Carter. I would say potentially. I think that Sharon Carter might be in the mix somehow. She might be working for it. She might have some sort of connections with the power broker. I think the power broker and her might be on the good side of things. But I honestly think General Ross. I mean, I've seen a handful of theories, and I've done some reading and whatnot, and I think that General Ross is the power broker and trying to put together all these super soldier serum type people to make up whatever is called in the comics the Thunderbolts or whatever. Essentially, it's like a group of superheroes that are doing I don't know, doing a bunch of missions and whatnot, like an offshoot, like a Walmart version of the Avengers. Essentially, that's kind of what I'm assuming the Thunderbolts are in this world. Cody is saying the power broker is Mephisto. Kyle is saying, I'm digging the show. I think the Flag Smashers are super interesting because they share the similar view as Thanos. Okay, there we go, Kyle. Kyle coming in here. And Mysterio could be the power broker. So Gaming Theories is saying that there could get some even more mixture into the movies there with Mysterio popping up, which that would be an interesting wrinkle. But someone correct me, but is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is that taking place before or after Spider-Man Far From Home? Because right now, the MCU, the timeline, I don't understand. I don't necessarily know when is what happening, basically, if that makes any sense. Like, there's some things that are happening before, some things that are happening after. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is kind of this weird in-between right now, where, I don't know, is that happening before or after Spider-Man Far From Home? It's rumored that the Thunderbolts will appear in the last episode of the season. Oh, so Mr. Henry Boy, where'd you hear this theory from, or this rumor? Because I personally take a lot of the information now with a grain of salt, because some people don't know what they are talking about. Saying that things are confirmed when they're not confirmed. Jump, little dude. There we go. After, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so before Far From Home. So okay, so if Falcon and the Winter Soldier is before Far From Home, it wouldn't necessarily make sense that Mysterio pops up and does his thing in it, because I don't know, it just doesn't make much sense. Dan is saying, I think the power broker was Agatha all along. It kind of lines up with the new Spider-Man. New Spanish dub voice actor for Mysterio is in the third Spider-Man film. Yeah, okay. So Gaming Theories, okay. There's been a lot of stuff lately about people saying that, oh, this character is going to show up, this character is going to show up in Spider-Man Far From Home. Or not Spider-Man, Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man 3. Again, wait until the movie, like, we don't know anything. Like, people were always saying that this person was going to show up in WandaVision, or this person was going to show up. Oh, Reed Richards is 100%. John Krasinski as Reed Richards is going to show up. That never happened. That absolutely never happened in WandaVision. So people that are saying all of these crazy, cool characters and Andrew and Toby coming back, it's more than likely, but, like, temper your expectations, I guess. Like, don't get all, angry if that doesn't happen. And then over on TikTok, we have Henry Boy saying, ooh, Henry is coming in and saying that the Red Skull is the power broker. And now that would be interesting, because he was on Vormir, he was guarding the Soul Stone, but then after, they got the Soul Stone, spoilers in Avengers Endgame, essentially he didn't have to be there anymore. I think he was able to go, but again, it's like, where did he go? Did he come back to Earth? Isn't he old as balls? Like, he's super old, or did time not pass when he was there on Vormir? Because if he were to come into the show, that would open up a whole new wrinkle, a whole new world of, like, well, what the hell? What is this Red Skull character trying to do in the world of Falcon and Winter Soldier? Get out of here, Seth. Get out of here. Give me that battery. Zemo could be the leader of the Thunderbolts or the Ross guy. Yeah, the thing is, Zemo, I'm really loving him, and I saw a message from Cody a while ago. He was saying that he was really loving or really digging Zemo as well. And that's the thing is, like, this dude, you know, he's supposed to be a villain and whatnot, but everyone loves him. Like, I loved him. That dance party scene at the club was awesome. Zemo is probably my favorite part of the season so far. So it's kind of interesting to be like you're cheering and whatnot for the villain. Could Loki be the power broker somehow? I don't know. And that's the thing. Cody, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to talk about the Loki trailer for sure. Because I really, really, really dug the Loki trailer. Again, what is Mr. I-100? Marvel back at it again with Lego and Funko merch leak for Shang-Chi without even seeing the trailer. Yeah, Mr. I-100, I did see that pop off. A few people were posting images and whatnot on Twitter today. And luckily, I scrolled past it quickly. I scrolled past and didn't get anything necessarily spoiled, but I did see kind of a design of a character or two. So that's not ideal, essentially. But I don't know. That's another thing is I was looking at kind of the, oh my gosh. I was looking at the what is coming this year for MCU. Holy jeez, this is not a way I normally go, and I'm going to get booted out of here. Come on. I didn't realize that literally like every week we're getting an MCU kind of property, whether it be a movie, not necessarily every week, because the movies are gonna, you know, be taking spot in the movie theaters for what, 4 to 6 weeks until we get the next TV series, essentially. Because let's see here. Oh shoot! Falcon and the Winter Soldier finishes up in 3 weeks. I guess Black Widow did move its date, so we will have kind of a little bit of a dry spell there with the Bad Batch dropping. But Loki and then Black Widow essentially at the same time, and I'm definitely not going to qualify here, people. Get out of my way, Easter Bunny. Oh, I didn't qualify. Dang it. Okay, I think Seth is still playing here, so at least I can focus on the live stream. Let's see here. Waffles over on TikTok is saying, what villain would you want to return in the future? Honestly, there's two, and I think that they are both coming back in some form eventually, and the Red Skull is like number one because I think that he has so much potential. And again, I am not a big comics person. I don't know too much, but I think that he has a lot of potential to usher in a lot of interesting things in the world of the MCU moving forward. Just kind of the connections he has and kind of his overall agenda from all the way back in the first Captain America, which that's the thing is I would love, you know, like, you bring someone back in the MCU, and then you wait so many years, and then you bring someone back in, and it's just, I don't know, it's interesting to see. Maybe that's a nostalgia factor and a familiar character, and it's cheating a little bit, if that makes sense. But Abomination, I think Abomination is one character that is out there. We only got a little bit of. He's very strong. Marvel at the beginning was really bad about showing characters or villains and then just rinse and repeat, or rinse and it's like, hey, you're out of here, you're gone, goodbye villain that could have potentially had a cool story and whatnot. So I think the Abomination would be mine. I'm curious what people on YouTube or TikTok would want for villains, MCU villains to pop back up or anything like that. But Loki, the Loki trailer, I want to talk about this one because looks like we lost. Dang it, Seth, you didn't bring the crown home for us. But let's see here. Loki. So the first trailer really kind of piqued my interest. And this new one that we got obviously dives more into the plot, more into the characters, more into what exactly is going on in this world of Loki. And finding out that with him taking the Tesseract, like, boom, right there in the trailer, it explains everything of, hey, Mr. Loki, man, you took the Tesseract, and you see this line that's supposed to be essentially like a wiggle waggle or just a straight line. Yeah, it's splintering, and these are all of the different realities that you have essentially created. You now are tasked as going and fixing all of these realities, because on the back of that jacket that he has, he's like apparently what a variant is, which my understanding is that in all of these different universes, he remains constant. There's not different ones of him. Did it drop? OBS, connect, reconnect. Are we live again? Are we back? What is going on? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know in the chat. I feel like everything is super slow. Super slow. Hey, there we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. I might not be able to do literally all of these streaming things at once, so I'm gonna take the game off of the live stream. We'll have to fix the connections and everything next week and whatnot. Seth is saying we're back. Knight Rider, we're back. And then over on TikTok, what is going on? Did you like the Amazing Spider-Man series? Yes. Marvel Legends, dude, I did like the Amazing Spider-Man. I really did. The first one, I mean, both of them have some really goofy things to it, but I did like how it got a little, I don't know, a little darker. The first Tobey ones, it always felt like there was kind of a little bit of a comic charm to it, a little bit more bright, a little bit lighthearted and whatnot. So I did really like, I guess if you really want to watch me play video games, you can watch off the reflection of the picture right there. But I did like those. But what I was saying was Loki, the thing I'm liking, or what I'm looking forward to, is him going into all of these different dimensions that we can essentially see whatever we want because it's a one-off. So one of them kind of looks like Jesus. One of them kind of looks like New York City, or where the Avengers Tower is, but it's all crumbled and whatnot. So it might be a timeline or a dimension after they essentially lost. I'm getting manhandled here. Get through the door, buddy. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. The Star Wars Vintage Collection. I don't know what you're saying right there. Favorite Chick-Fil-A sauce. Favorite Chick-Fil-A. I have not had the the Chick-Fil-A sauce, but I do like a nice, you get one of those spicy chicken sandwiches, and then you throw ranch on that sumbitch. That is so good. So good. Hey, what's AA Pod Aka? What's going on? Hello. How's it going? Actually, Loki is getting season 2. Oh, wow, Mr. I-100. I did not know that. So Loki is already greenlit for a season 2. Interesting. Let's see here. Snuggalito, what is going on? Hey, what's good? Aloha from Hawaii, brother. What's going on, man? Great content. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the kind words and always watching the content and jumping in this live stream. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So if Loki's getting a season 2, I think that they're going to go hard into that one, because WandaVision, I don't believe, was greenlit as a season 2 off the bat. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier, have they said whether or not they're going to get a season 2, or they had a season 2 planned? I did read something, and again, it's probably a conspiracy theory because I haven't found any proof, and the person that said that they posted it, they only read proof like a long time ago, but the main through line of Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be something about a virus. But obviously with all of the world events that have been happening, they switched that up when COVID and everything hit to kind of do rewrites. I mean, the same thing happened with WandaVision, where there was a few, from what it sounded like, a few characters, a few episodes, a few things that were supposed to happen, and they kind of rewrote them or retooled them for everything that was going on in essentially the world. So Let's see what you guys are saying. Loki season 2, thoughts on the Hobbit trilogy. Knight Rider, I'll get to that in a quick second. WandaVision would not work with a season 2. Gaming theories and unboxings, I think it could, but it would be a completely different setting. Essentially, it would be, her at the end of the season. Kind of spoilers, I guess, if you haven't watched it yet, but she's in seclusion. I'm not going to say where or what or whatever. It would almost be like a Incredible Hulk type thing where she's kind of staying away from society, trying to learn herself, teach herself how to control these powers and everything like that. So it might be a little bit interesting in that aspect. Mr. I-100, I'm glad you brought that up. What If is getting a season 2, so I guess most of them will be mini series. Okay, so interesting. Yeah, I did read that. I was looking up to see when What If was dropping, and obviously that is probably coming out in August. They haven't given a straight date, a firm date, essentially. But that's one series that I'm really, 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 really looking forward to, because I think we can get weird and wacky and whatnot with that kind of world and lore in there. But I don't know. Loki right now, that trailer really piqued my interest. Owen Wilson going, wow, wow. I'm wondering how many times, he will say wow in this series. But Loki looked good. The next trailer I want to talk about, and again, I wasn't able to do trailer reactions and stuff for these movie trailers because I was obviously I was gone. Geez, what is going on? That basketball's all the way over there. Get out of here, Shark Man. The next trailer I want to talk about is Space Jam. Like, what did you all think of that Space Jam trailer? Space Jam: A New Legacy, or whatever the hell it's called. Oh, geez, get out of here. Where'd that ball go? Space Jam: A New Legacy. So I had been holding off on watching the trailer, and literally right before we went live here, I ended up watching the trailer for this Space Jam. And again, I am not going to say the original was a masterpiece. Some people are, I guess, online being like, this isn't my Space Jam. They love it. The original was a beloved masterpiece and nostalgia and whatnot. And it's nostalgia, but like, it was a cartoon movie. Who cares? But this one looks a little bit interesting because I think what they're doing is, can we get a trailer talk drop, please? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Hold on. We'll give you a trailer drop. Here we go. Trailer talk, people.
See you later, Aunt Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
Yeehaw! There we go. We in the trailer talk right now. So, Space Jam: A New Legacy. Watched the trailer right before this, and I think it almost feels like NBA Jam. Like, it feels like an NBA Jam, NBA Street type movie, because when they're getting sucked into this world, it's going to be not them playing the Monstars, which I'm sure some people are going to be a little bit disappointed by not seeing those characters come back. But the characters that we see them, the 5 that are going to make up the team, each have like an elemental type power. And again, that reminds me of like an NBA Jam, an NBA Street, where you could unlock the Yeti or the Abominable Snowman and Magma Man, and there's a dude that dribbles really, really fast. Like, I think their opponents are going to have such a unique angle and kind of, I don't know, powers, I guess. I mean, that's the thing that looks like this. Like, this movie, not only is it a Space Jam movie, not only are they trying to, like, cartoonify all of their properties for WB, but this feels like a video game movie if I've, ever seen one, because of just kind of the ridiculousness of it and the cartoon nature of it. So I'm really looking forward to Space Jam: A New Legacy, just because I want to see how goofy and weird they can get with the material. And again, maybe it's not going to land. Maybe it's, who really knows? I mean, we've only seen, 2 minutes and like 30 seconds of footage, but I like how they are doing something a little bit different. What I do wish they were doing was it was a tournament where they have to go and the Looney Tunes have to play through a tournament, and each tournament team is essentially like the movie Dodgeball, where they're playing the Harry Potter team, they're playing the Game of Thrones team, they're playing the, I don't even know what team. Oh, shoot. And then when we get to the finals, it's the Looney Tunes versus like this elemental evil team. I think that would be the best bet or the coolest part of that, but that's not the way they're going. But I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. I'm going to finish up this match, and then I'll see what you guys all have. Shoot! I fell down. It's just a big WB showcase, and I'm here for it. Of course, it's not first one again. That would be dumb, folks. We'll have fun with a million Easter eggs. Yeah, and that's the thing is like a bunch of Easter eggs has been Easter egg videos and kind of pointing out all of these characters. I mean, some people have been already up in arms about certain characters showing up and why they were showing up and not other characters were showing up. But it looks fun. I mean, again, people have really been comparing it to Ready Player One meets basketball, which I can see the comparisons. I don't necessarily think that's going to be it because we're not going to see the Iron Giant playing basketball unless that's the thing. Unless they go back and they do the they twist it on us and it is a tournament and they're having to play all of these different teams at once, and then the Toons and the Elemental or whoever the other team is, I don't even know what they're called, meet up at the very end. Mr. I-100 is saying, I wasn't excited for it, but wow, that trailer was hot, fire, and reminded me a lot of Ready Player One. Yep, there we go. And took me hours to almost everybody in that trailer. Yep. And then over here on TikTok, what is going on in the film? In the name of the Father, does Daniel Day-Lewis fall over the sidewalk accidentally or intentionally? I do not know. I will have to look that one up. Darag. I will have to look that one up. Thank you, everyone that is watching. What brand is your wig? It is not a wig. Look at this. This is glued onto my head right there. That is a real hair. And then Senpa, hopefully that's how I'm pronouncing it correctly. What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in, talking about it. Reminder to folks who are 35 now that the original movie was made for 8-year-olds, and this will be too. It's not going to win an Oscar. Yeah, Cody, you are 100% correct. You are making a lot of sense here where I think nostalgia takes a big toll on everyone. Where we grew up with the one in 1997. This one has been so many years later, and people are being like, I want that nostalgia factor from it. But you have to realize that they're not really marketing it. Even though, you know what? I think the thing is, Cody, I think they're marketing it for those 8-year-olds, but they're putting enough material in for the fans of the original that now have kids that they're going to both love it, where the kids are going to get a kick out of the Looney Tunes and stuff, and then the adults that grew up with the original that now have the kids have bits and pieces that they're going to take away from it as well, or notice characters in the background. Because I'm curious how many 8-year-olds today know who, like, the Flintstones are, or who the Jetsons are. I mean, they might know, obviously, like, Game of Thrones. I mean, they're going to be aware of it. They're not going to actually watch it, I hope. I hope not. I hope 8-year-olds aren't watching Game of Thrones, but I'm sure that they've probably heard that name in passing and whatnot. So it's gonna definitely be for those 8-year-olds, but the 30-plus-year-olds are going to be the ones that find some fun in it as well. Seth is saying, haha, hope it wins for effects or something like that. Yeah, it could be. So that's the thing is, tag me if you find about Daniel Day-Lewis. I will absolutely do that. And I'll try to remember, there's been a lot of requests over on TikTok recently, and I'm trying to stay up with them all, but it's been a lot with me trying to do YouTube and TikTok. It is a lot, people, but thank you all for the support and everything like that. I'm about to go crazy on Friday for my 19th birthday. Mr. I-100 is getting wild, buck wild for his 19th birthday. Mr. I-100, is it this Friday or is it the Friday of Space Jam? Because if it's Friday of Space Jam, you have a perfect birthday movie to go check out for that. That would be really fun. And then the last couple trailers I want to kind of just talk about a little bit because I skimmed them. I didn't want to watch any more of Black Widow. Honestly, I've seen enough, but I did skim that trailer. And then same with Spiral, essentially the sequel to the Jigsaw or the Saw franchise. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are of those two trailers. Are you looking forward to Black Widow? Do you think that it's kind of just a throwaway MCU movie? Or do you think that they're going to maybe find a unique angle to the storytelling enough for you to be interested? Because it does kind of feel like a reminiscing type movie. Like, oh man, I remember like it was yesterday when I was, I don't know, a young Black Widow, a tiny Black Widow spider, whatever. And it's going to go through her past. I mean, essentially her life flashing before her eyes. I'm going to go see it. I'm tapering my expectations. I think the biggest thing that looks really cool is the action. I think the action in the Black Widow movie from, the 17 trailers that we've already gotten looks amazing. Again, maybe it's CGI heavy for some people, but I'm really looking forward to it. And then Spiral, from the first trailer, I was already on board. I have like a weird soft spot kind of for the Saw franchise, the movies. I know they are not great after 4. It gets very convoluted, but I'm interested to see kind of what kind of unique angle or series or sequel potential they have out of it because of what Chris Rock is going to bring to it, Sam Jackson, and it even looks like we're getting we're not going to get it's not Buddy the puppet. What is the puppet in Saw? I don't know what the hell the puppet's name is, but we're getting like a new puppet, like almost like a pig man from what it looks like. So we're going to get some cool stuff. I'm chasing this dude down. Am I going to get him? Oh, he's getting away. He's getting away. Okay, there we go. Looking forward to Black Widow, but Spiral looks like they've taken a horse to that taking a horse that is so dead it's pretty much completely decomposed and now beating it, but fired RPGs at it. Oh man, Dan is so down. Yeah, Dan, I'm curious if you've watched all of the Saw movies, because again, I've watched them and they kind of had that weird kind of goofy fun spot and generic after the fourth one of trying to connect things and retcon certain things so everything connects in a certain way. And I don't know, I want to see what they're gonna do with this and see if they can make something interesting out of, like you're saying, that dead horse meat that is now turned into Taco Bell burrito meat. Terrence G. Bradbury. Yep, that's the new puppet's name right there, people. Terrence G. Bradbury. Boom! Oh, man. Too bad you guys weren't watching that stream. I just got booted. But I will say, before we close out the show and whatnot, I do want to do more of this live stream stuff where I'm not necessarily just talking about movies. I'm either playing video games or bring on another person to essentially just talk about random stuff. Essentially what this live stream, JBuck Live, is going to turn into is just kind of a shenanigan-filled thing where, we're playing video games, we're talking about nostalgia, we're talking about video games, we're talking about movies, we're just doing whatever. We're gonna have commercials, we're gonna have segments in there. I don't want to confuse anyone, so we're gonna get out of trailer talk. This is the end of trailer talk.
See you later, Aunt Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
There we go, people. We are out of trailer talk. There we go. Dan is saying, yeah, I've seen them all, and the further the series went on, the more I kept praying for my eyes to stop working. Yeah, dude, once they got to Saw 3D, or Saw 7, or whatever it was, that was, like, enough. That was ridiculous. And then Jigsaw. When they went with Jigsaw, they really jumped the shark with that one. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but what they did with Jigsaw was pretty ridiculous, to say the least. But the thing is, they had to do that to that franchise to, like, try to get something new out of it. Oh, I'm going to score this basket, people. Going to score that basket. Boom, shakalaka. There we go. Let's see. Maybe I can get this up for you guys. We're playing basketball right now. Let's see if we can get this before it crashes on our stream. So that right there is Seth. He just scored a basket. Good job, Seth. But yeah, I want to try to play more games. What I was going to set up was Super Nintendo. I was going to try to set up the Super Nintendo and play some Donkey Kong Country or Mega Man X. But obviously that didn't work. I didn't have enough time because I literally got home like 2 hours before streaming this. So good stuff. Hey, what's going on, Brendan? Brendan, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in on TikTok. Also, people on YouTube, if you aren't, follow me on TikTok. I post usually like 3 to 4 to 5 times, depending on how motivated I am, a day. And people on TikTok, if you want even more content, longer form content, jump over to my YouTube. The link is in the profile. But I think TikTok just came to drop a hello. Someone stitched your how would changing the music. Oh, well, Nestria Reed, thank you so much for seeing that. I know that that video has been stitched literally thousands of times, and we are getting our butts kicked in basketball right now. But, oh, wow, we are yellow. What are you doing, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, that I'm curious what music they used for that one. Yellow team, we scored. Can we come back? Someone get the yellow ball. We're not going to make it, are we? We're not going to make it. Shoot! Ah, we got eliminated. All right, TikTok, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, TikTok, for checking us out and watching. Every Tuesday we are live and all those shenanigans for sure. Be sure to follow, like, all that stuff for even more content, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye. All right, Dan is saying I had a surgeon remove the section of my brain that remembers Saw movies after 3. So I feel so much better, yeah. Yeah, I didn't back out. Shoot. Exit. There we go. Did I exit? I didn't exit on time. Shoot a pickle, man. Shoot. There we go. All right, 3 minutes. We're going to probably wrap this up. I'm going to play one last game here, and then we are going to wrap it up. But like I said, thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, movie trailers and movie trailers and movie trailers. One last thing I want to talk about is the box office of Godzilla versus King Kong. It made a lot of money. It didn't make, like, you know, what a normal, without these circumstances, like what a movie 2 years would have made. But what the amount of money it made compared to what Tenet made earlier and worldwide, and how people are going out to movie theaters and movie theaters being packed for this movie, I think now you can officially say that movies are slowly going to roll out again. Like, the movie theaters are going to come back. Cody, I believe in the chat, said that his movie theater, which is a Regal, who signed that plan with WB, they are going to... or they're going to open up back in his area, I think, on April 24th. So he's going to be able to go back out to movies. I know Dan has been able to go back out to movies. So movie theaters kind of all over the world. And, you know, the U.S. is kind of the big thing right now of certain areas and whatnot. But I think that it's kind of all over. We're going to be getting more and more, you know, movies rolling out, more and more people going out, watching these movies, blockbusters, opening night, everything like that. Yeah, it took the fight of the century to save the cinema. Yes, Mr. I-100, a giant monkey and a giant lizard beat out people fighting backwards in time, because Tenet didn't do it, but the giant boxing gloves of these behemoths did it for the people. I really do want to go back to it, though, and watch that on the big screen, because I feel like not only is it a spectacle, but the sound will be amazing. Jesus, come on, I'm getting bamboozled here, people. There we go, there we go, there we go. Also, I think it was maybe like 6 months ago, I had been doing streaming on Twitch a couple times a week. I am looking to try to chisel out more time in a schedule and do that more often, essentially like this, where we're just chilling, talking and playing video games, invite some people on and everything like that. So stay tuned. Again, it's just time. I wish I had infinite time so I could do all these fun things. Dan is saying, yeah, we went back to the cinemas way back in September. Really love living over here. Yeah, Dan, you guys are smart. You guys have it figured out. You know what you are doing. And then what is the whole point of Godzilla vs. Kong? The whole point is to watch two giant monsters beat the heck out of each other, all that stuff. It's fun, it's ridiculous. That's what the movie is. I think that is basically it. But thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna wrap it up. Again, thank you everyone, Mr. I-100, Cody, Seth, Dan, everyone else in the chat. Thank you for always stopping by. Again, this was a little bit of a hectic time and everything like that, but we did it. We had a fun time. I'm wrapping it up. I got to finish this round. I got to get a crown, and you all have a great week, and we will be back with a handful of videos this week, and then the SoCo Show podcast. If you want to listen to me talk with two of my buddies, Cody and Seth, in the chat, go and listen and check out and subscribe and rate the SoCo Show podcast. SOCO Show. We have some really cool, interesting, fun things coming in the next couple months, I believe it is. So go and check that out. We have a hell of a time every single week, and I would say we put our blood, sweat, and tears into it, but more likely it's a lot of other bodily fluids that I'm not allowed to say here on camera, but go and give that podcast a listen. We're almost up to 200 episodes. But everyone, I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.